Crosby with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to slip. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, spinning away. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Rodgers to throw on second down. Caught left side by Cobb. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Over here.
Now Rodgers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Rolling to his left. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Zone. Rally. Zone left, rally. Gun.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Drops it to Jones into flat. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on.
Here's Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And that is going to be incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Saints will have the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hey, two.
Breeze now on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Muhammad Wilkerson in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Breeze now to throw. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, 58 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Back now at Lambeau. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Cameron Jordan able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. They give him a gain of 38.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Kenny Clark breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board. But give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
23 yards on the play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
26.
They go play action here on 1st down. Caught on the right side by Adams. And out across midfield down to the 45. A very solid gain of 27. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Rodgers now on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught at the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 45 yards. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. They do tack on the extra point as well, and they will take a 7-point lead. Crosby on now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, That's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Got it.
Back to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Mike Daniels in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Hey, easy. Okay. 11. Got it. Got it.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful, because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
He's back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time, because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Breeze got to have this one. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
319.
Again, it's Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And the Saints signal for another timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he showcased the spin, but couldn't do much else as he's wrangled down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Crosby puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Hey, easy. Left.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kenny Clark in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Breeze now, and he's going to go down again. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.